What's up, everybody? Now, today I'm reviewing two shows that I was really excited for. In my last video I mentioned some shows that I was really excited to watch, and they were all my top 5 anime shows for 2015 for the summer. So I'm reviewing two shows, both from episode 1, so I'm really excited for this. So first I'm going to review a show that was horror and mystery. I haven't seen one since Future Diary, Corpse Party, and Higurashi when they cry, But this one, I thought I had doubts on this one, but I gave it a chance and I'm really excited. So, it's called Ranpo Kitan Game of Laplace. Now, they haven't told us how many episodes it's been, but the storyline goes like this. Basically, it's about this school where it's a middle school, and there's a lot of murder cases there. Then this guy named Kobayashi that looks like a girl, but wait, it's a boy. He's one of those characters that looks like a girl, but it's a boy, or a boy looks like a girl. It's that kind of thing. So he wakes up and he sees this saw. He wakes up all by himself. He got a saw in his hand with blood, and the trail leads to where his sensei's head chopped off. Now, normally a person like him would react to situations, but for this, he kept it cool. And I don't know how he did that, but he kept his cool, like, to a point where it's like, oh my god. To a point where it's like, Sensei? He kept his cool. And I like those kind of guys, he kept it cool, understanding, all that. But in episode 1, he kind of like didn't give us what he didn't. All he did was like, he explained it calmly, like, I just sat down and I woke up, chopped his head off, and that's it. And I'm like, wow, is that he could do. So his friend, who's the president, trying to convince everybody that he didn't do it, which he knows, but it didn't know the evidence goes along the way. But it's pretty good. But then, long story short, he meets the main character with the blue hair. You're gonna meet him. He sees this other guy, who's a worldwide detective. He's 17 years old, and he admired him. Long story short, as the episode gets along with the case thing, he wants to be his assistant, and he goes like, and then the other guy's like, no, we can't do that. So he wants to find a way to prove that he's innocent. So by doing that, he's gonna solve the case on his own, but he's gonna make it into a game because he reads a lot of mystery books and mangas and play games when it comes to mystery games. So he knows that, okay, this is I'm gonna solve the case on my own. Who killed my teacher? I'll do it myself. And at the end, the guy said, let the game begin. So I'm like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be epic. I can't wait for episode 2. But this show is so good that the graphics, it kind of look like Dorara, because it looks like you could see them from Dorara. If you compare their faces to them, you kind of get the idea like they look exactly similar, or personality wise. But again, this is a show that y'all need to see, and I'm really looking forward for episode 2 of Ranpo Kitan Game of Laplace. I'm gonna review that episode 2 after this. Now, another show I want to review on episode 1 is a show that I've been waiting for a long time. And I saw the charts of all the anime shows that's coming out, and especially this one. It's action, adventure. I'm going to call it adventure, but it's mostly action, a little bit of blood and everything. It's Gangsta. Now, I've been asking myself, this is a show that's going to be just about gangsters territory, because it's pretty much. And first time I saw the episode when I was flipped up because the graphics and everything, it reminds me of Black Lagoon. If y'all ever watched it, please watch that. But anyway, it's kind of like Black Lagoon, not character-wise, but the graphics of it. And this is city. It basically is about. It started off with the guy, sitting on the window, just watching. Just looking outside the window. His phone ringing. He didn't even answer because he's deaf, and. So this guy named Nicholas, that's the deaf samurai, he communicates with just his sign language. So you have to communicate with him with it. And his partner with the eye patch, he goes by the name of Warwick. He uses a gun. And it's a city of, it's kind of city where it's like cops are cops, whores and whores are whores, and the gangsters are gangsters, put it like that. And each of them control a territory of their own. Now, these two guys, Nicholas and Warwick, they are handyman. So in other words, you call them, they'll take care of the bullies in that area for a fee. That's what they do. And it started off with this whore. She's black, she has a white dress, and she's just trying to do what prostitutes would do. Have sex with strangers and get money. That's it. There was this other scene where Nicholas got his badge. He's a deaf soldier, meaning he was in the army and he became deaf. But he kills these gangsters with a freaking sword, and he doesn't even give a shit. He kills them literally. We're talking about pull the sword out and start slicing everybody off, and I'm like, what? This guy's sick. But the only way to calm him down is with his partner, because his partner understands him. Even with sign language or stuff, he gets it. Now, the deaf samurai, the deaf samurai, he talks, but here's the catch. Because this is a city where they talk in a different language, they put the subs in Japanese for us to understand. But for him, he talks Japanese, but in a different language. So when you see him in episode 1 when he talks, they have the name, he talks, they got the subtitles there, and the Japanese writing above it. So basically, in this city, they talk in this language, but for him, he talks in this kind of, so it's like, oh, okay, I get it now. But yeah, so this whore thing, I think, looking at this, the whore has a crush on Nicholas and all that stuff, because she watches him at the window all the time as well. But this, I don't know how episode 2 is going to be, because what they did is going to transparent almost everything in the gangsters' territory. Each of them going to have to like defend themselves and all that. But it's 12 episodes. I looked it up, and it's going to end in September, which I hope they're going to make a season 2 out of this, because I don't know. But overall, this was a good show for episode 1. And if y'all like this show, I recommend watching Gangsta. Again, these 2 episodes was really good. They come out every Thursday. And usually I watch it on animeshow.tv or Kiss Anime. Whatever show, whatever link that you guys can find it. But overall, these 2 shows really, really like it. And I give both of them 10 out of 10 on both of those shows, because each of them brought out the wow factor into this. Again, I'm really excited. That's all for now. The next review I'm gonna do is another anime show that I've been dying for a long time, and everybody is Prison School and Monster Misune. Looking forward to that. Thank you.